past tense. The second form of tense is the past tenses. So the first form of past tenses are simple past tense. Always remember that in simple past tense the verb that is used is in second form, the second form of the verb. Okay, so what would be the structure of the sentences? The structure of the sentences would be subject plus second form of verb plus object or phrase, whatever comes in the sentence. Okay. Example, my father went to Delhi. My father went to Delhi. Okay, so this is how the sentences are written in simple past tense. Okay. Then how to change these sentences into negative form? Always remember, whenever we use negative forms in simple past tenses or interrogative forms, we use the word did. Okay, so how will we write the sentences? Subject plus did not plus the second form of verb and then the rest part of the sentence. Okay. My father did not go to Delhi. My father did not go to Delhi. Always remember one thing, all of you, that whenever we use did, with did we never use the past form of the verb. Okay, remember this rule. With did we use the first form, the root form of the verb. Okay, so then you will say that how, if it is past tense, just we did in the starting that second form of verb should be used, then why not here? Actually, when we write did confirms the tense of the verb, that it is in past tense. So with did we use first form of verb, the root form of verb, but the tense is told by did in that sentence. Okay, then how to change these sentences into interrogative forms? How to write interrogative sentences in simple past tense? Structure of sentence would be did plus the subject plus first form of verb and then the rest part of the sentence. Did my father go to Delhi? Did my father go to Delhi? Did you do your work? Did you do your work? Then negative interrogatives, did plus subject plus not plus first form of verb and then the rest part of sentence. If you want to write the short form of did not, didn't, then you will write it together in the starting of the question. Didn't plus subject plus first form of verb. Did you not read the book? Did you not read the book? Or didn't you read the book? Didn't you read the book? The second form of past tense is past continuous tense. As you know that in continuous forms we always use ing. We add ing to the root form of the verb. So in past continuous tenses we'll use either was or were as the helping verbs. Was or were as helping verbs plus ing form of the main verb. Okay. Was will be used with I, he, she, it or a singular name, and were will be used with you, we, they. Okay. Example, you were singing beautifully. Okay. Negative forms of past continuous tenses. Here we will use not in between the helping verbs was or were and the main verb. Was or were plus not plus ing form of the verb. Okay. Example, it was not raining in the morning. Or you can even write the short form of was not, that is wasn't. It wasn't raining in the morning. If we want to change these sentences into interrogative forms, how to write the interrogative forms of past continuous tenses? Helping verbs was or were plus the subject plus ing form of the verb and the rest part of the sentence. Were they playing cricket? Were they playing cricket? Then the negative form of interrogatives, just introduce not. Okay, were they not playing cricket, or weren't they playing cricket? Now the third form of past tenses, that is past perfect tense. As we had already discussed in last video, that in perfect tenses we always use the third form of the verb. Okay, here in past perfect tenses the helping verb would be had. Okay, so helping verb had plus the main verb in third form. Ria had eaten her food. Here eaten is in is the third form of the verb. Eat, ate, eaten. Then how to write negative sentences in past perfect tenses? Had not plus third form of the verb. She had not done her work, or you can even write the short form of had not in hadn't. She hadn't done her work. How to write interrogative sentences then? The structure of the sentence would be had plus subject of the sentence plus the third form of the verb and the rest part of the sentence. Had Rahul gone to school? Then how to form negative interrogative sentences? In negative interrogatives, obviously, as you know, as you remember, that not will be introduced. Okay, had he not watched the movie, or hadn't he watched the movie? If there are two verbs or two actions in a sentence, where we are using past tense, then what to do? Okay, so here comes the simple past versus past perfect. So any such sentence where there are two actions in the past tense, so we'll use past perfect tense for the earlier action, means the work that had been done earlier, and for the later action we'll use the simple past tense. How come? See the examples here. Ria had eaten her food when I asked her. So Ria had already eaten food before and I asked her later. So this is the action that took place first and this is the second action. So first action would be written in past perfect form and second action would be written in simple past form. Ria had eaten her food when I asked her. Another example, he had slept for 2 hours when his mother woke him up. Okay, so had slept is the first action that was already complete and second action woke up was the second one. Okay, so in such sentences, for first work, first action, we'll use past perfect form and for the second action, we'll use simple past form. The last form of past tenses, that is past perfect continuous tenses. As you all know, continuous tenses, so obviously ing would be added with the first form of verb and we'll add been in between helping verb had and main verb with ing form. Had been plus verb of ing form. He had been playing since morning. All of you always remember one thing, that whenever we write such sentences in perfect continuous forms, we always have to give the time period. Okay. Negative form of past perfect continuous, had not been plus verb of ing form. he had not been playing since morning, or he hadn't been playing since morning. Then how to form the interrogative forms? The structure of the sentences would be had plus subject plus been plus ing form of the main verb. Had it been raining since 6 a.m.? Negative interrogatives, obviously you have to add not in between. Had it not been raining since 6 a.m. or hadn't it been raining since 6 a.m. Remember all these rules, write these rules in your notebooks and try to remember them.